Hey everyone, welcome back to the weekly Geekdom. I am Ben, your host, and with me is my co-host, my friend, my partner, Joshua. How you doing, my man?
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben, I am doing well today, and I have to tell you, and I'm gonna say it every week, man. The intro is fire. It's absolute fire. I just feel myself having a cape flapping in the wind. Like I want to get ready and go and just defeat all of my enemies, and then have
Yeah, me
have
too.
have the S across the chest and all, or the Captain America wield the hammer. However, I'll do it. But it's a great intro. But yes, I am happy to be here, excited to talk about things today, my friend.
Before we get into it, I know you're starting to watch a movie. Don't go into detail because you haven't finished it yet. But what are your thoughts about the third movie that you're watching for the first time?
All right. So, do you want me to save what it is, or do you just want me to glaze over it with thoughts?
Yeah, deep dive right into it, my man.
All right, guys. So, since joining the channel and talking with Ben and our good friend Jedi Master Tuck, and having friends over the years who have been telling me I should eventually join the fandom for a particular franchise in a galaxy far, far away, I've decided to finally sit down and watch Star Wars for the very first time. And I must say, from what now before I finish, we didn't like Ben said I didn't finish it yet, because I'm watching A New Hope, but um I think I'm halfway through the movie, and so far I'm loving it, man. I I,
Nice.
I am enjoying the world building. I like seeing, especially some of the creatures for that time. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
1977, and
Yep.
you can. How I'm just wondering to myself how they're able to even create these creatures the way in aliens races the way that they were able to. I thought in like still images I've seen Jabba the Hutt, but I didn't think that it would translate as well on screen. And then when I see him in his movements and I'm like, this is awesome. This is so good. And then the lore, the backstory behind it, I love seeing. I really do love seeing those opening credits, kind of telling you, cluing you into the story.
Yep.
It's so unique, and in a way, at the same time, it's like kind of cluing the audience in without having you kind of I know trim some of the fat already that you don't have to
Yep.
necessarily go into. You just kind of just give that intro, quick spin, then we just jump right into things. I really like it. And Vader, oh boy, he's so cool. Such a badass man.
He's my favorite movie villain of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we'll see if mine changes. I have quite a few fighting for that favorite all time movie villain spot, but
Let me ask you before we. I'm curious.
mhm.
I know you heard about the Star Wars. How much do you know about it going in? Do you know anything, or do you
Actually,
know?
I could say I know just from conversations and watching Schmodown. I'd say it's quite a little, quite a bit. Now I'm just trying to, I'm slowly starting to put some of the pieces
Okay.
together. When my sister had prom the other night, my god sister and her husband they came over, and I told them I said I just started Obi-Wan, and like I said, this is my first introduction. And they were like, "Did it all make sense to you?" I said, "Now I'm not on episode 3 yet, but I said, yeah, it all made sense to me. Like it's not hard to kind of get a grasp of. It's
Okay.
just a matter of I'm obviously going to have to dive further into things with the movies. But when I watched it and the way they spliced together those clips from the prequels,
Dude. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was really well done. But yeah, another thing, I couldn't even tell you who my favorite character so far is. I really
Okay.
like I really like the dynamic of R2 and C3PO. It reminds me very much of Rocket and Groot.
Yep. 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 I see
That's what
that. I see
mm,
that.
that's what that reminded me of. And I was like, "Huh, okay. I can see where there may have been some inspiration from Star
Yeah.
Wars." that was really cool. I was like, all right, I like this. Yeah. Alec Guinness is Obi-Wan already. When I'm listening to him talk to Luke, um,
Mm.
I was getting the vibe of like Shifu and Po from Kung Fu Panda. Not
Okay, okay.
just kind of, well, maybe not. Let me not say Po so much because Luke isn't really at this point. He's not really like silly if anything, it's
Right.
just more so Obi-Wan's wisdom that he's bestowing upon him and how he explained the force and like it's like what did he say? It's the energies you're pulling from energies all around you.
Yeah.
And oh, dude, the fact that I'm even sitting here talking about this is a dream. I this is crazy. I'm only halfway through, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. I
Well,
really am.
hopefully we'll get to talk more about it in the coming days.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. We
Yeah.
definitely will. Because I feel like this is a franchise. Like I said, for me, I was telling a friend of mine the other night when he called me. I said to him, "Lord of the Rings, what Lord of the Rings and Jurassic Park are to me is what Star Wars is for other people."
Well,
And
okay.
so now branching into this, I want to see how much more ties I feel from it. Storytelling is great. The world building is great. I like seeing the different worlds and the planets, and especially those camera shots of when you have a ship going over and you just see the outside of the planet, just like the surface of the planet, and the ship just going off. You got the
Yeah.
stars. Yeah, it's really well done and put together. Very
I
well.
remember nothing was like this in 1977. This was the first of its kind.
Yeah, yeah, and breaking so many barriers for that
Yeah.
time period, and that's what I kept telling myself when I started it. I said this was 1977. This must have been how people felt when they saw 2001: A Space Odyssey for the first time.
Yep.
Like this is happening. Like this. How were you able to get the money to do something like? How do you do that? Like I can't wrap my mind around it. It makes me happy. I see why people they smile so much when it comes to Star Wars because it's just that it just hits the right notes in every way.
Well, I can't really talk more about it, but
Mhm.
we have some topics I want to talk about.
Let's go in.
And it's not just this one. I don't know if you know, but there's a little animated movie that Disney made a long time ago
Mhm.
called Pinocchio. Do you know about
Yes.
this movie?
Oh yeah, Pinocchio. Pinocchio. Ah, boy, the kid who could only if he lied, the nose grows. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Pinocchio's a very interesting guy.
Did you know that they're making a live action version of that movie?
Oh my god, really? Is Tom Hanks supposed to be in it?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, then by all means, hell yeah, I knew that they were doing this. Man, this is. Yeah, I saw the images. I saw still images. Didn't yet watch the trailer. It's just been busy lately. But this is what I will say. Tom Hanks is Geppetto. Just off the still image, it works for me. I'm sold on it.
Okay.
I've seen some of the casting involved too. Digging the cast as well.
So I did watch the trailer.
How'd you feel about it?
I did a reaction about it. I loved it. It was a great trailer.
Mhm.
Everything was beautiful. There was one small thing missing from the trailer.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
I heard, yeah. I was listening to when Campia said the other day, and he saw it. He was like, "There was, Pinocchio's not in it." And somebody in the chat, I remember somebody in the chat saying something like, "He's definitely in it." And I'm like, "No, what you're not getting what he's saying. He's not like up and moving and being Pinocchio."
He's not in the trailer. I
Oh,
don't care what anybody. He's not in
he's
the trailer. Yeah, I don't. You might see an ad of his for like a split
oh,
second.
so
He's
he's just
not
like
in.
not in it, like at
He's
all.
not in it at all.
Wow. Okay. See, what I thought was it was just like he wasn't like he was in it, but you just see him, but he's not doing anything. I
No,
didn't think that they would not.
okay, I have a theory about this, and I want to know what you think.
Hmm.
A few weeks ago, that She-Hulk trailer came out,
Yeah,
and everybody went batshit crazy over the CGI about it.
it was horrible.
Do you think they're waiting to show Pinocchio because they're working on the CGI for Pinocchio?
That's a good
Do you think
question.
that? Do you think that's it?
That you know, I wouldn't put it past them because that's a very interesting thought. I think if they needed the time, see, because then for me it's like, well, if you're gonna do that, then why show the trailer at all? You know,
Exactly.
but I get like they want people to be they want to have that anticipation, but at the same time, if you're not gonna, we want to see Pinocchio. That's what we're here for.
Right, exactly. And okay, I'm sorry, it's a great trailer, and I'm excited for this movie.
Hmm.
But it's a Disney Plus movie. There's no good reason to put the trailer out right now.
I thought it was. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought that this was going to be a wide release to theaters.
No,
This is a
Disney Plus.
why? Oh my god, Disney, you're killing me. Why would they not just release it in theaters?
Well, I think it was always meant to go to Disney Plus. It was never. It's weird, but having said that, I don't know why they put out a trailer this early for a
Yeah,
movie that's not coming out until September 8th.
because even when they did Chip and Dale's, it was only what a few. It was
A
only like
month?
a couple of weeks or a month before, and then they
Yeah,
dropped the movie. You know, and I still say I think that should have been a wide release movie.
yeah. You've seen that movie, right? You've seen
Yeah,
Geppetto?
yeah. Did a review for it and everything.
I would have loved to be in the theater
Yeah.
when that fully reaction of that cameo happened. I really
Can,
saw it.
can I ask you a I have a question for you about that though.
Okay.
So since they didn't release it while releasing in theaters, do you feel like because of the cameos that they got, do you think that played a role in it? Or maybe like they were only able to strike a deal where it's like, well, we can only you can borrow our characters, but you can only use it on your service instead of a theatrical release. Because I feel like maybe they would want a piece of the pie financially or something. I mean, what do you think?
I haven't thought about that,
Mhm.
but I don't think that would have been a problem because technically it's under the fair use of parody law.
Yeah,
I don't know how much. I don't know. That's a really good question.
yeah. I just want because I really enjoyed it, and I just feel like with certain movies, you get a certain response from people. It's kind of like, well, why not put it in the theater for people to see, or at least you drop it on streaming, maybe for like the 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, okay, you know what, let's put it in theaters. Well, I don't know why not because I felt like Chip and Dale should have been it. I Turning Red. I like Turning
Yeah,
Red.
that should have been in the that should have
Yeah,
been a movie.
yeah, that should have been in the theaters. I felt like obviously I still feel like Soul.
Yep.
With COVID at the time, so I understood Soul, but then you have Turning Red, Luca. I mean, you could have put those in theaters. Why not?
Wait, Luca with Disney or Pixar?
That was Pixar.
Okay.
Yeah, but they only dropped it on the streaming service, so
Okay.
that was all. But as far as Pinocchio goes, man, did we? Do you think Monstro or do you think they'll have the scene with the donkey? Like,
I happen to think they will.
yeah,
They
yeah,
did show. They showed a bunch of like kids coming off of a boat to Fisher Island. So you have to think,
Mm,
yes, we'll get the God that's going to be terrifying in live action. Think about those kids turning into donkeys and that. Oh God, I'm getting
yeah,
nightmares thinking about it.
it's I vividly remember. I'm kind of like playing it in my head right now, but seeing some of those clips and watching that transformation, and then just that movie took a turn after he met Stromboli. I mean, or
Oh yeah.
yeah, like it just took a turn, went in
So
a
do you,
completely different direction.
so do you know who's voicing him in cricket?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Yep.
love it. How do you feel about the casting on that?
I like it.
Yeah,
No problem at all.
yeah.
Great casting.
What about Cynthia Ervio playing the Blue Fairy? Because I know she played Harriet Tubman in the Harriet
I
movie.
haven't seen her in anything, but
Hmm.
she sounds great.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
her music sounds like she has a great musical voice.
All right,
Sign me up. I'm excited.
that's what I'm talking about. Um, I'm gonna check out. I'm definitely gonna check out the trailer. I wonder now what other live action properties, well, whatever animations they plan on tearing into live
Yeah,
action.
I know they're working on a Snow White, and they're working on Little Mermaid.
Hmm. Oh, you know what? This hasn't been talked about actually. I remember a few years back they were discussing Tom Holland for Hercules.
I don't see that at all.
That and see that's the thing. I was like, well, why would they do that now? Unless it's Tom in that state when he was a teenager before
I
he
can see
grew up.
that.
Yeah, then all right, cool. But overall, no, I don't think that's going to be the way to
You
go.
know who would be a good Hercules?
What? Who?
Tom Hardy.
Mm, hmm, hmm. Well, hmm. See, the thing is with it's just with the age though. That would be the only thing because if they wanted to stay movie accurate, he'd have to be around like that 18 to 20.
Okay, oh,
Yeah. So unless they got like I don't know, I'll pose you one. Unless he gets bigger, maybe KJ Appa from Riverdale. He's got the red hair already. Well, not already, but they could do it again, and have him do it. But you're gonna need like somebody of some stature.
I can't. No, okay, I have one. I have
Mhm.
one person. Stephen the Mill.
I could get with that. I could, or you know what? I could get with that. Him or Robbie, interchangeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. That could work. That could work. And they're not that. I think they're only in what their 30s.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
So I mean, yeah, that could work. They could make that work definitely.
And
They,
I was saying, I like Stephen the Mill. I need him to be in more movies.
yeah. That's the thing with certain actors. I wonder like, will we ever see like Stephen Amell? Will we ever see him in a movie? Will we ever see Grant Gustin in a movie? Because I
I
know.
think really. Oh, I'm sorry,
No, no,
continue.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I think really see Grant Gustin in the movie, but it won't be the Flash.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what though. This is where I had to disagree with Campia because I think Gustin could make that leap to the big screen if they did some sort of switch. Because if you got Flashpoint going on, there's infinite possibilities you could do, and he could pick up that mantle and be the new Barry.
I think he could. I don't know if he wants to. He's in
That's
the Flash. He's in the Flash for 9, going on 10 years.
yeah,
I don't know if he wants to be in the Flash anymore.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. And there's plenty of
And
other roles to take on.
and I don't know if you saw, but WB came out and said, I don't know why they did this, but they're sticking with Ezra Miller. They're sticking with him moving forward.
Well, that's because apparently they said that this would be the best movie that they've ever done.
Okay, they my feeling towards that. That's all PR move. That's PR BS. Because with all the drama coming, with all the drama coming out about it, with all the extra stuff, they
Mm,
need to build good word of mouth on it, right?
yeah.
They need to build back up the reputation. So what do
Mm.
they say? Oh, this is going to be the best Disney movie ever. This is going to be on the same level as The Dark Knight.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
it's
buy
not.
that.
No, it's not. No. Uh, it's good. No. No.
I tell you, I remember when Kevin Feige said that for Eternals, and I was when he said that, and he was saying, we're gonna make an Oscar push for this. I said, okay, interesting. And the reason why I was even more sold because you have Chloe Zhao attached to it,
Right.
and so did you see Nomadland?
No.
Oh man, check that one out.
It's on my list, man. It's on my list.
Check that one out. She killed it in that director's chair for that. So when she did Eternals, I thought Eternals was all right. I like the cons. Like I said, I like the existential concepts, but the movie itself, it just didn't.
I fell
That
asleep doing it. I fell
Yeah,
asleep
you
doing
did.
it.
See,
Yeah.
I feel like that could have been a Phase One movie. I feel like it was
I
out of
mean, maybe even face it too.
maybe even Phase. Yeah, and then
Mm.
if they only had that, and they want to revisit it again later on with something else, just to at least say, hey, they're out here, they're here, and then all of a sudden, boom, we come back later on, maybe Phase Four, pop up again, and then we see what's been going on with them. I don't know, but those are my thoughts on that. But yeah, I Pinocchio. It's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting.
Mm.
Did you check out the trailer for Beast, that new Idris Elba movie?
No, I wanted that about.
I think I want to say August. I want to say August. I
Okay.
could be wrong. I'm gonna double check on that for you. But I want to say August. It looks good. It's Idris Elba fighting a lion. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I'm down for it. It's him fight. It's kind of like Ghost in the Darkness.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think just with a little more, definitely a lot more suspense. Because the way that trailer was going, I mean, it looks like we're going to be in for a fun ride. Kind of like that movie Crawl that came out a few years
Uh,
back. Yeah.
speaking of Idris Elba,
Hmm.
have you seen Sonic 2?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But I heard that him as Knuckles is like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
He's great.
Yeah. I
And if in his last movie, Jim Carrey was awesome in it.
yeah. I want to see more from Jim Carrey.
He's
I know
done,
he.
man. He's
Yeah.
done.
It's just he's such a talented guy. I mean, comedically, even in dramas, he's just a talent.
Dude, The Truman Show is in my top 15, I think.
Truman
I
Show.
love that movie.
It's a really good. It's a really good. That's a really good one. Uh, I've had Eternal Sunshine on my list for the longest time.
That's good too. I saw that last year. That
Yeah,
is really good.
man. It's the thing is with actors like that, you can't really help but commend their body of work. And if they want to hang it up and say, "Hey, I'm done," all power to
Exactly.
you. I respect it. It's tough for years. You up there entertaining audiences left and right, and it's great because it's like it's fun. doing what you love. But then there's also other things in life that you may want to pursue and do. So if you go ahead and retire, I ain't mad at you. Go ahead, Jim Carrey. But I definitely want to check out Sonic 2 and see how he was. What was he? He was Eggman and Robotnik, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one and the same person.
Okay. All right. That's where they confused me with the first time around. I was thinking, so is he supposed to be even in the game? Actually, no, not in the game. It's more clear. But in the movie, he had me. I was wondering. I'm like, so is he supposed to also be Eggman? Is he also robot? Like, what's But
Sonic kept calling him Eggman, but he's really Robotnik. So
okay.
it's one, I guess Eggman is some kind of nickname or something. I don't
Mhm.
get it, but yeah, it's one and the same.
Gotcha. All right. I got you.
Well, apparently, on a different topic,
Mhm.
I am like the only person who has not seen Top Gun Maverick because it's making all the money. No, 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 not most of the money. It's making all the money.
Mhm. Parks and Rec. All the
Yeah,
money. How much is it sitting at? I haven't seen it yet either. It's killing me. How much has it made so far?
I think it's almost like half a bill by now. Don't know.
Oh wow! Last I saw for opening weekend numbers, it was what, like 124
Hold
it
on.
brought in.
Let me look. Hold on. Let me look. I think as of right now. Okay, hold on. 274 movies right now. 274 million
270.
domestically.
Okay.
Domestically.
Hmm. I wonder what the worldwide total is.
I
Let's
don't
see.
know, man.
All
They're
right.
making all the money, man.
And good on Tom Cruise for that, man. Never having a movie crack 100 million, and you make what really blows my mind is you make the Mission Impossible movies. How are you not your opening weekend getting over 100 million? But but seeing this, finally for him to hit this milestone, I was congratulations all the way through.
They made a special movie, I guess. And I can't wait to see it.
Me
I
neither.
can't wait.
Ben, I tell you what, man, Tom Cruise is an absolute legend. And just the things I was reading an article actually, and how on Variety when they were talking about maybe how he could, or how Top Gun Maverick could possibly make a run at the Oscars next year, and it was giving just several different reasons as to maybe why. Sound and editing for sure. Cinematography would be another one. And then I know they were saying also at some point Tom Cruise was pushing for a stuntman category. Do you think also that stuntmen, especially with the work that Tom has done in trying to bring out that realism and authenticity, do you think that stuntmen should also be included as well?
Well, they don't even have a category right now, right?
Mm-mm. Yeah, but he's pushing to get one.
Well, to tell you the truth, man, if there's anybody who could get one added, it's him.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if it will be. I don't know if there will be one next year because I don't even know how they judge it because I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think it'll happen. I think if anything, he would probably get an honorary
Right.
academy. I definitely think because his footprint in just the film world as a whole. That's how I'm also feeling with Idris Elba now, because he may not. I don't know. I would love for him to get nominated for an Oscar, but he may not. But just his work alone as an actor, it's
Well,
like, oh, you got to give him something.
how about Andy Serkis?
Absolutely. We talked about this when we had our meeting. We were
Right.
discussing. Yeah, so, Ben, I mean this in all seriousness. I've wrote a paper. Like I said, I wrote a paper on researching motion capture and like the whole evolution of it throughout the years from like way back, and just the impact that Andy Serkis has alone, and the things he was able to do just with Caesar, especially. How do
I
you
mean,
go ahead?
I believe he will get an honorary one by the end of his career.
Yeah, that might that'll
I think that will happen.
yeah. It's it's just I just feel like it's a little to me it's kind of unfair. Because you know
I know, man, I know, but I don't know.
yeah, it's because it's like whether or not you're on screen. I mean, come on, look, James Earl Jones is not in the suit of Darth Vader, but he voices him, and you still feel like this guy's a threat, okay? And
Yep.
gives a great performance vocally, okay. Um, and so with Andy, like he's just in a bodysuit, hooked up cameras, but they just have to digitally do things. So, and obviously he's on a sound stage or wherever they are when he's shooting. So it's not like he's not doing it. It's just the character he's playing. So why not extend that award to? Look, that's just I'm a staunch defender of Andy Serkis. But if he gets an honorary one, I'd be happy for it. But I do think that motion capture definitely deserves more recognition.
Well, moving right along to another topic.
Hmm.
There's another movie that was announced, about 1985. I might be off a year or two. But did you know that The Rock is making a Black Adam movie? Did you know that?
Yeah, man, he's stepping forward. This guy, if anybody's going to be a superhero, it's going to be Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Apparently, I don't know if this is a real movie or not, but apparently on Monday we were getting a trailer.
That's right. The 8th is Monday. Oh man, how excited are you to see that?
Well, it would be nice to know to see if it's a real movie or not, because I feel like we've been waiting since 1955 for this damn movie.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. It's been what? When did they first announce it? What was it? 2000? Oh my god,
2014, I believe.
2014. Okay, I was just thinking to be sure. Because I remember it was another something. I was thinking 2007, but that's a different film. But no, that was Deadpool. Um, 2014 they announced it, and it's been 8 years, and it's finally coming to screens. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm saying this without seeing an inch of footage or anything, but this may be Dwayne's best role.
Mm.
It might be. I think you look at all the time you put into it, the heart that you got to feel, and it's like this guy can embody that. I can only imagine how he's going to play the villain of
This reminds me of Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
hmm
You know what? I might be with you on that.
Yeah,
This might be the Rock's best movie. Go see.
I feel
I'm
it.
excited to see that trailer. I'm excited to do a reaction for it on Monday.
Definitely. You know what? What if we set a time? Because I know how. Oh, you know what? Yeah. If what if we set a time for Monday, right? What if we both react to it at the same time? We can sit there and break it down and talk about it.
I like that. We'll talk more about it after we're done, but I like that. I
Yeah,
like that
let's do it.
quite a bit.
Let's do it, man. That teaser trailer was pretty good too. We got to see Doctor Fate, Hawk, man. Is Hawk Girl supposed to be in it too?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Oh no. The Atom is supposed to be in it, I believe. I think Captain Atom is supposed to be in it as
No,
well.
Doctor Fate.
Doctor Fate, yes. Yeah. Okay.
You remember him playing Doctor Fate?
No. Who's playing him?
One of my favorite bonds, Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my mind. We have to do a double reaction to this on Monday. I'm
We'll
excited.
set the time. We'll set the time. We'll record it and we'll do it, man.
I'm here for it.
Put
Let's
one
do it.
of the channel.
Cool. Cool. I love it.
What else? Um, do you have any topics you want to bring up?
From this past week, not so much. Actually, hold on. Did we discuss the Winnie the Pooh movie?
No, man, thank you. I want to talk about that. I got to talk about that.
Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. Uh, the thing with this, I just feel like this can either go really, really good or really, really bad. And all I'm really doing is hoping that this goes extremely well. And the concept for it is it's pretty spot on. It's like if Toy Story was a scary movie. Cause now it's like, all right, well, Christopher Robin, he abandons Winnie and Piglet. They become feral. They're like, well, we gotta eat. They ate Eeyore. This was in an article I read on Variety. They
No,
ate
I know,
Eeyore.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely going to be very unsettling. It's going to be very unsettling.
Maybe we did talk about this because I remember saying I want Kevin Smith to direct it.
Yep, you're right. We did. No, we
I
did.
mean, because I brought up Tusk, and yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's definitely gonna be off putting. It's definitely.
Talking about the scary movies, for whatever reason, Sony is re-releasing Mobius in theaters in 1,000 theaters this weekend. And all I can say, to quote Chris Cole from the Caprio Show, so why?
I I don't know. You know, I think they realized. Not even so much, it's not even so much a realization. I think it's because it's gotten so much talk, especially on film Twitter and
Not
coming.
the right kind of talk, though.
Yeah,
Not
not
the right kind of talk.
yeah, not the right kind of talk at all. But the thing is, I feel like they're definitely playing the troll game because it's not like they don't know. And I feel like they know people are still gonna go watch this just to stay in the conversation.
Wait, here's a confusing part.
Hmm.
It's already on iTunes. I already bought it on iTunes.
You
I
did?
watched it for the first time on iTunes
Oh
this
boy,
week.
that bad, huh?
Isn't it? They think of last week. Might have been last week.
All right. How would you? You said you didn't like it at all.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. It was a movie. It was.
Okay.
I really think that. I forget. Are you a Doctor Who fan? Are you
Nah.
a okay? Matt Smith saves this movie.
Hmm. Does
I
he?
love.
Does he
I
play?
love Matt.
Hunger.
He plays a villain. I don't know if it's somebody from the comics. He
Okay.
plays a villain.
All right.
He, yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
It's worth the watch. It's worth seeing once. But I will say this. I do agree. I kind of agree with Cap here.
Hmm.
The post credit scenes are terrible.
I saw the one for the one with Vulture. I saw a little bit of
Yeah,
that one. Yeah,
and
it's
they're not the worst for me.
mm,
That now belongs to Sinestro in Green Lantern, and he puts on the yellow ring for the first time.
that the fact that that was a movie that existed. Oh man, I remember seeing that in theaters, and I remember walking in shame. At,
Okay, here, my friend. I don't hate that movie. I thought Ryan Reynolds did an okay job as Jordan.
I can't argue. Look, I can't argue that. I can't argue that the direction and the writing. Ryan did the best with what he got,
Exactly.
and yeah, that's what.
And I can't hate on that movie too much
Mhm.
because of that movie, because it's possibly my favorite portion credit sequence in Deadpool 2.
That's true. That's true. No, you're not wrong. You see, the thing is, it's like that's how you know you've got yourself a talented actor too. When you can
Yeah.
take, you're not the material isn't great, but you can still you can still hold your own, give a good performance, even though everything else around you might be awful. That that's professional.
But at the same time, you have to know the movie is bad when your lead actor goes around making fun of that movie and other movies.
Oh no, no, it's like he knows, and he plays it so well. Um,
Well,
just think,
one of my favorite lines in the first Deadpool,
mm.
they're wheeling him off to the century. No make animation green or animated.
Yeah, oh man, I and it was just before what the place exploded and he's under the rope.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I remember that. I love Deadpool, man. I can't wait for
dude,
3.
that opening number with Angel in the morning playing
Mm-hmm.
with the credits.
Yes,
Dude, those are the best opening credits ever.
absolutely, absolutely, and just and seeing the different elements that they got these different stills that they're doing, and that the credits just lining up. It's just magic. It's just magic. And didn't it crack $1 billion too?
No,
No,
I think it cracked 700.
700 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is good because it's a rated all comic book movie based on, at that time, not a well known character that people first got exposed to in another awful movie in X-Men's Origins Wolverine.
And that's another one where I feel like there were a lot of great performances and just the material was not well. Because I
I
love
really,
Taylor Kitsch's Gambit.
I'm gonna say that the first 15 minutes when we get Ryan Reynolds as Wayne Wilson,
Hmm.
that was great.
Yeah.
Why on earth did they sew his mouth shut? I don't know.
Foolishness. To me, it was just like, what's the point? And then just seeing the swords coming out of their hand. It's like this is not Deadpool. You've dropped the ball, guys. But I tell you what, though, Ben, throughout the whole movie, my actual favorite character, my favorite performance throughout the whole movie, it wasn't even Hugh Jackman. It was Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth.
Oh,
And
he's so great.
he's
He's so
so
great.
good. And I've said for a very long time, why don't you guys bring him back for future X-Men installments? He embodied it with with no
Wait a
problem at
minute.
all.
Okay. Great idea.
Mhm.
Idea.
What's up?
Make him Doctor Doom.
That would
make him Doctor Doom.
I wouldn't have thought that, but yes, actual yes. Oh my god, yeah. No, because if he brings that cold, that calculating nature, and he did it with Sabretooth perfectly. If he can take that, bring it over to Doom and that quiet rage, yeah, yeah. That Ben, you have just become Hollywood's best casting director. You've done it.
Again, give me all the money. No, 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 not more of the money. Give me all the money.
All the money to Captain Ben Rayner, like all of it, all. And you know what? I bet you're the one that's going to direct the new Fantastic Four as well.
Oh. No, because I'm heavily looking for a big shot director.
I,
Cam here and Burnett were talking today.
mhm.
You know who they want to direct it?
They still saying Brad Bird.
No, they're saying, I can't remember who said it first, but one of them came up with the idea of Spielberg directing it.
And Spielberg hasn't done a superhero movie. That no, that would be brilliant. And he's the king of science fiction. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that has to happen. That has to see. I put up a poll on Instagram the other day, and I wish I thought of Steven Spielberg. I was just thinking it's probably not going to be Spielberg, but I wish I thought that. That's probably the best because I put up a poll and I said I had Brad Bird, John Krasinski, uh, Damien Chazelle, and God, who was the other one that I had up? Oh, Sam Mendes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those are the four that I had.
I think out of those four, I still want Krasinski.
Me too.
Yeah, I want him to be fantastic. I want him to be Mr. Fantastic. And I think the only way he'll do that is if he also directs now.
Hmm. Yeah, no, and that wouldn't be I don't think that would be a big issue either. I mean, I even
Yeah,
thought when I had this thought too about another director pick, and I've wondered what you thought too. James Mangold.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? Nah. That yeah.
Yeah, he's more into like rich dude and he's not really a science fiction guy
Yeah.
to me anyway.
I
And you
got you.
need that and you need that science fiction element to Fantastic Four.
That's true. So
Don't get me
honest.
wrong, I love James Mangold. I'm so excited to see what he does with Indiana Jones next year. If that movie really comes out.
I didn't realize. I forgot he was doing that.
Yeah.
Oh man. No. That I would love to see that, and it's going to be the last one. Harrison Ford will be 80.
And going to be the, I believe it's going to be the last one with Harrison Ford.
Hmm.
They have to recast. I think that IP is too big not to do anything with it.
Do you think it'll still be Chris Pratt, or do you think they'll go for someone else?
Yeah. I'm thinking. Chris Pratt is the logical choice right now,
Hmm.
but what would you think of it being Miles Teller?
Not opposed to it. I really like Miles Teller as an actor. I know Fantastic Four wasn't great, but I enjoy him. I enjoyed Whiplash. I enjoy the Spectacular now. I can't wait to see him in Top Gun. Um, but I mean, if they chose Miles Teller, I'm not opposed. I could buy that actually.
I can also see F1 doing it, Zach F1.
Hmm. I'm picturing it now with him with the whip in the bullwhip and the fedora. You know what? Sign me up. Zach Efron or Miles Teller. If it came down between either one of those two, I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
I'm just trying to think because if they wait too much longer,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt is going to be too old. He's now young enough to still be in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he's too old to be that Indiana Jones, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, see, but then it's like that's why I feel like it gets complicated because if you're saying the only
Well,
way I feel like they're doing it is if there's just more stories from his youth that we haven't
right,
explored.
and I think they have to go back and reboot and you do like a 35-year-old Indiana Jones. And
Mhm.
I don't think Chris Pratt right now is a little too old for that, my opinion.
Yeah. I just what if it was Tom Holland? Because I know they were trying to make Uncharted sort of kind of the answer to Indiana
Yeah,
Jones. So I mean, what if he? But then it would kind of feel like you're doing the same thing.
yeah, I don't know. I
Not
don't
buying
know.
that one. Yeah, nah. I think
I could also see, again, I can see Tom Hardy.
yeah, no, actually that no, seriously. I would Tom Hardy or I'll even throw you another name. Shia LaBeouf.
I don't think they will do it. I
I
don't think
hope
they will do it.
I hope so cuz
Oh,
he's a
oh,
gifted actor.
he is, but don't forget they already tried with him.
That I didn't know. They tried with him for Indiana
How,
Jones
how
before?
many Indiana Jones movies have you seen?
Uh 3.
Try original last one. He was in four. He was in
That's
four.
right. Yeah. No, so what? But okay, okay. So what if this? That's right, because he wasn't King of the Crystal Skull. So
Right.
I'll say this then. What if? Because he is Indy's son, right?
And again, I think he could do it. I don't think they will do it.
Okay.
That's the thing. I don't think that everybody, right or wrong, everybody hated him as that character.
Mm,
So I
yeah.
know that I think they want to get away from that movie.
Yeah.
I think that's
Understand.
why they're making this new one because everybody hated that one.
I got you. Yeah. Ben. Sitting here speaking of since we're talking about like past franchises coming anew. Guess what is happening in 7 days? First of all, matter of fact, let me put it like this: in 6 days, I will see an early screening for what will officially be released in 7 days. Do you know what that movie has been?
I think I have a pretty Jurassic Park.
Absolutely, ding, ding, ding. The price is right. Ben, here's your $10 million. You got it. Jurassic World Dominion. I cannot. It's here. Like it wasn't that long ago that they made the announcement for it. It feels like it's been it just feels like not that much time has passed and now we're here. It's the week of it's about to happen. How I just want to know. I know how I feel, but how do you feel?
Well, I only seen two of the Jurassic Park award movies. I seen the original, and I
Mhm.
saw the first Jurassic World.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like the trailer for this new one, but I'm
Hmm.
not as excited as you about it.
Yeah, I've Jurassic World has I mean not Jurassic Park has played like a big role in my life. I have the first 3 on DVD, like the whole I got like a box set of them. Um then I have Jurassic World. I don't have Fallen Kingdom on DVD, but then I've also been following the show on Netflix, Camp
Mm.
Cretaceous. Played some of the video games. I'm only saying, and I've seen the motion comics. But
Oh wow, you're really
oh,
into this.
oh yeah, when I was younger, I had a lot of books on dinosaurs too. So when Apple TV said that they were releasing that prehistoric, not prehistoric park, I forgot what the name of it is, but they released that new 5-part series, that dinosaur documentary that they're doing. I have to get over there and I've got to watch that. But I just believe that this is going to be one epic movie, and I refused from watching extra TV spots because I don't want to. That's what I didn't really like with the marketing with Doctor Strange. Just so many spots. It's like
Yep.
kind of leave us to wonder, leave the mystery there. I want to be surprised when I go to the theater. Even like when we talked about the Thor trailer, I don't want to see any TV spots. Those trailers
Okay.
were enough for me. So when we go in and we see, and think about this. It's June already. July is next month. July 8th we have Thor. Like time. It man,
Month from today, man. A month from today. Oh, yeah, no. A month on Monday. A month from Monday.
a month from Monday. I can't wait. I can't wait.
You think too hard. Well, you think too hard.
That's what she said.
Oh, nice, nice. So the last thing I want to talk about, you brought it up before the show.
Mhm.
This damn Henry Cavill quote going around. And
Do
Warner
you
Brothers, what?
do you have the exact quote?
No. You want to look that up for me or?
Yeah, I can look that up for you. Let's see. Um, Here we go. Henry Cavill, return to Superman. Let's see what we have here. All right, so this was. It looks like it was something from Giant Freaking Robot. We've got Game Rent. Okay, but this was something back in January. Let me see if there's a more recent article. 2 days ago. All right, so let's see what Giant Freaking Robot has to say. Um, by Douglas Helm. So Superman is undoubtedly one of the most popular and well-known superheroes of all time. So it's a little strange that there has been so little news from DC about his return to the big screen. Now it looks like there may be some momentum forward, and we might even see Henry Cavill return to don the cape and tights. While it was reported that J.J. Abrams was working on bringing a black Superman to screen with writer Ta-Nehisi Coates, that script might be retooled as a return for Henry Cavill instead. The big Warner Brothers and Discovery merger seems to be the reason behind this shakeup. J.J. Abrams has signed on with Warner Brothers for a huge contract that would have him producing various projects for the media production giant. This included characters like Zatanna, Constantine, and the aforementioned Superman project. Apparently, the studios have been getting antsy to see some forward motion on these DC projects, which might be why they're wanting to capitalize on a Superman script that is nearly done. This would be a strange move if it turns out Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote the script with the Black Superman in mind. Also, the movie was rumored to be siloed from the primary DCEU, so it likely wouldn't have been written with regard to Henry Cavill's character. Still, it's always possible to make rewrites if necessary. Let's see. Let me just go further down, see if we can find that quote that was mentioned here. Hold on. Let's see. The last time we saw Henry Cavill as Superman was in 2017's Justice League, and technically we saw him again in Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2021. But Cavill's finished scenes had already been finished, so there was no need for him to suit up for reshoots in the director's cut. But since Cavill has last suited up, he's been pretty busy in other major franchises, playing Geralt of Rivia in a couple seasons of The Witcher. Had a major role in Mission Impossible, which he was great in. He was a great villain,
Yep.
alongside playing the genius detective Sherlock Holmes in the Enola Holmes films. I'm scrolling here. I'm trying to see where the I want to find that quote, man. They don't have it there, but they're
And
talking.
the quote basically said,
Mhm,
paraphrasing, but basically, everyone thought the quote said, Samsung wants all the Superman stuff to be cancelled
mhm,
except for like a new Superman movie starring Henry Cavill.
mhm,
But in reality, a DC person who works in Warner Brothers said what they should do is cancel everything and work on Henry Cavill, Superman. you know, they don't know what to do about Henry Cavill. That's the bottom line. They still don't know.
But see, the thing is, it's like he was so good, and it's almost to me, it's almost not insulting is too strong a word to use, but I feel as though if they really wanted to move forward with him doing more with Superman, they would have done it already, and they should have done it already. I think that, as we've talked about before, we both enjoyed Man of Steel quite a bit. Why don't we have a sequel for it? I was honestly expecting in the next one for Brainiac to show up,
Yeah,
and I wanted Brainiac. I want Metallo. Can we see Bizarro? Can we see well? We saw Doomsday, but I didn't care for that
yeah,
villain.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
So like there's so many villains out there, and Henry Cavill really embodies it perfectly. So I I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they'll take up your boy Tyler from Superman and Lois.
Dude, I forget, do you watch that show?
I haven't yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Dude, put that on the back. I mean, put that under the after Star Wars.
Done, done.
Because, dude, that is the best Superman show ever made.
Now is he? Here's the question. Now, I feel like you know what I'm gonna ask you. It's gonna be a comparison. Which one you like more? Prefer him? We prefer Henry.
As Superman,
Hmm.
I hate Tyler. I hate
Really?
Tyler.
Then I'm watching it. Okay, I'm checking it
Because,
out.
I say this. He's the first Superman that I'm actually scared of when he goes angry.
Mm, okay. Okay. All right.
Henry's great. Henry's great. But at the same time, I feel like Henry is a little too one-dimensional for me at the time.
Okay.
You see Tyler intimidated, you see him funny, you see him sad, you see him as a broken family man. Dude, this Superman and Lois show is incredible.
I'm checking it out. You've sold me. See, not only are you a casting director and director now, but you are leading the pitch meetings. What can Ben Rayner not do? Absolutely.
Apparently nothing. I mean, look at that. Look at what real building relationship channel here. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited for everything we're doing.
Beyond excited. Beyond excited. Man, it's as we say, I feel like this is gonna be our closing statement every time, but it's a damn good time to be a movie fan and a comic book fan.
Exactly, my man. Exactly. And before we wrap up, Joshua, please tell the good people where they could find you and what you're working on.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at the Midnight Cinema. You can find me on Twitter at the Outlawed Mime. Even have a podcast called Wolves of Midnight, which is centered around movie news, movie reviews, things of that nature. You can find me on Spotify, Anchor FM, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts, uh, YouTube channel, Midnight Cinema, and yeah, I'm also working a lot with Ben on building some more new shows. Another one that we've been talking about is like some things I have yet to watch and seeing how my reaction is and giving my reviews on that. So that'll be a fun thing for us to present you all with. And also, if anybody needs somebody to do some voiceovers uh, or just some voice acting a bit, I'm definitely your guy. I can do a whole lot of different voices, different accents. Ben has heard me do my Bane voice, and I think he enjoyed it very much.
It's great, guys. It is great, and he's good. He's really good.
Well, Ben, I cannot say I can thank you enough. It's a true blessing to be here upon the multiverse of geekdom after we break the bat one more time. It shall be perfect. Ben, always a pleasure, my brother.
And
Oh
everyone, I'm sorry, you have more.
no, that's everything. That's everything.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. You can find me at MaxFinitMan_radio right here on the Morning First YouTube channel every Monday on Dissecting the Showdown, every Wednesday on Jedi Academy, every Friday right here on Weekly Geekdom, every Sunday on Sunday Night Show. Big announcement coming up this week, so be alert on that. Can't wait to share it with you guys. You can also find me on the Northern Entertainment Group YouTube channel every Tuesday on Rewind the Tape and every Saturday morning on the Northern Countdown. I think that's everything. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Same geek channel, same geek time.
Absolutely.
Have a good week, y'all.
See ya.